Hello, my name is Jamey Burkes, and I'm a graduate student with Grand Canyon University in the College of Education. This video is for my early childhood phonics and science of reading development class, and today I'll be presenting the various components of phonology, morphology, syntax, semantics, and pragmatics, and how they apply to literacy development. The first component that we'll discuss is phonology. And phonology is typically defined as the study of speech sounds of a language and the laws governing them, or the study of sound patterns and their meanings both within and across languages. Phonological awareness is made up of a group of skills. Examples include being able to identify words that rhyme, counting the numbers of syllables in a word, recognizing alliteration, segmenting a sentence into words, and identifying the syllables in a word. An example of phonology being the study of different sounds and the way they come together to form speech and words, such as the comparison of the sounds of the two P's in the word pop up. Phonological skills help children understand how letters and letter patterns work to represent language in print. Problems in developing phonological awareness can contribute to difficulties with fluent word reading and in turn often causes problems with comprehension, especially for students with exceptionalities. Activities to increase phonological skills are the line-up rhyme game. In this example, the teacher gives a word and the student says a word that rhymes with it before they can get in line. Another example is the tap out game. The teacher gives a word and the student taps out the syllables on their arm and then they write it down. The next component is morphology. Morphology is the study of words and their parts, like prefixes, the root word, suffixes, also being the smallest units of meaning. Morphological awareness is important to literacy development because it enables the learner to clarify the pronunciation of a word and how it combines. An example would be changing the word cat to cats, or forget to forgetful, or unforgettable. Morphological instruction may be especially helpful for students with learning disabilities because morphological skills may help compensate for the phonological processing difficulties that characterize reading disabilities. Developmental activities to help with this category would include an activity where you take 5 root words, 5 prefixes, and 5 suffixes, and you affix them to the board. The students take turn rearranging the prefixes and suffixes with the root words to make new words. Then they provide the meanings. A second activity involves using digital worksheets to make prefixes and suffixes with definitions. As students become familiar with these word parts, reading comprehension becomes easier because the reader is able to decode the vocabulary words. The next component is syntax. Syntax is the arrangement of words and phrases to create well-formed sentences in a language. Syntax skills help us understand how sentences work, the meanings behind word order, structure, and punctuation. By providing support for developing syntax skills, we can help readers understand increasingly complex texts. It is important for teachers to understand syntax of the native language spoken by ESL students in order to make distinctions and corrections. Activities to reinforce proper syntax development include modeling correct syntax when we speak and the use of sentence completion exercises with our students. The next literacy component is semantics. The aim of semantics is to discover why meaning is more complex than simply the words formed in a sentence. Semantics will ask questions such as why is the structure of a sentence important to the meaning of the sentence? What are the semantic relationships between words and sentences? Semantic development is equally important for young kids. It allows them to better understand and express more complex concepts and ideas. A lack of knowledge of semantics can lead to students not understand what is being said or what is going on around them. Semantics refers to the meaning of words and how they relate to each other. Students with disabilities may be affected by poor auditory memory skills and can have simply serious implications for pupils in the classroom also. If they cannot retain an understanding of the learning of new vocabulary, they will have difficulty understanding new concepts and ideas. This will also affect their ability to express their own ideas. Activities to develop semantic knowledge include comparative questions. Is the dog bigger than the cat? Opposite questions using everyday objects. The skinny pencil or the fat pencil. The old shirt versus the new shirt. Our final component is pragmatics. Pragmatics specializes in focusing on the relationship between natural language and the use of that language. Pragmatics focuses on conversational words, or what a speaker implies and what a listener infers. Examples of pragmatic skills include verbal communication, nonverbal communication, adherence to social norms, empathy, and conversational skills are a few examples. Students with certain exceptionalities may have difficulties with pragmatic tasks. It would be helpful to practice these skills with students. A few ideas to facilitate pragmatic language skills are participate in pretend play activities with the students. Play simple games to encourage them to take turns. Participate in group activities with peers. And create stories together. This is an overview of the various components to our literacy development. Thank you for watching.